Good morning. Today is day 143, and we are headed up and over Moriah.
Yep.
And then hoping to do 15 today.
It's Trident campsite. It's not a shelter that works out, so we're going to a campsite. Yeah, 15 and a half. Today doesn't look as tough. Chance of rain this afternoon. Hopefully we miss it, or if it does, it's not going to rain into the night. So it'd be nice if we could set up our tent without doing it in the rain. Hopefully we can. Beautiful morning up here. Made it to the top of Mount Moriah. Heading down. Yeah, Santa's heading down right here. Top of Mount Moriah. I was lying a little while ago, unfortunately. That was just a mere false summit. Had another mile of climbing to do. So now we get ready to go down, hopefully. Snack time. We stopped by a river here. I've been into the honey roasted peanuts and peanut M&Ms lately. Mixed up some Gatorade. Santa's got some cheese and crackers going. And an energy drink. So, not sure how far we come so far. It's been a fairly decent day. 4.5 miles. It's what? 9 o'clock, 9:20. So, yeah, easier than the previous days. Today is August 2nd. And we jumped back on trail in June. Our initial goal was to get to New Hampshire by August 1st. So today we'll be like 3-4 miles short of the Maine border, which is crazy. So we're a state ahead of schedule, which is great. Yeah. Got some tough miles in Maine coming up yet though too. We're not out of the woods yet as far as that goes, but feeling good about today. Just taking a look at our day today. We started out here at Imp, climbed up Moriah, This is a pretty steep down, worse than it looked here, and this was pretty mild. Climbed Haystack and ended up here at Trident campsite. It's really packed in here, room for about 5 tents, and we're all pushed in around each other. It's not the greatest setup, but no shelter here, just a small camping area.
As Al said, we made it to Trident campsite. We didn't get here quite before the rain came down, so we're a little wet around the edges, but it was a brief shower, and so until we got here to set up our tent, it had stopped raining. We personally were just wet.
We did 15 today. Had a few tough sections, but it was a lot easier than yesterday, that's for sure. Tomorrow looks tough again. We're just in that section and end of the Whites and entering the Mahoosuc Range now in Maine, which is tough. So it's just the way it's going to be.
The exciting thing today is we crossed over. We now have less than 300 miles to go. We saw the 1900 mile mark, which was exciting.
When it comes to rotation, you know,
Clicking them down, which is encouraging. There were some questions about the signage and stuff in the Whites. One thing different about the Whites in particular is there's a ton of trails. I mean, there's trailheads all over the place. And people come up to weekend hike or section hike, and nobody really cares about the AT, or even, some don't even know about it. I mean, you ask some of the locals and they don't know where the AT is, because the AT runs parallel with all these other trails. So in the signage it'll say Osgood Trail, and then in parentheses it'll say AT. So then you need to literally follow the signs for the Osgood Trail until the AT changes again. Then it'll say Mahoosuc Trail, parentheses AT, and then you follow the Mahoosuc Trail. It's kind of confusing to get it figured out, but I mean, it's doable. And because you're above tree line, there is no trees to put blazes on, so that's why there's no blazes. So everything is marked with rock cairns up there. The trail that the AT is on, and all the side trails. So if you get off, there's really nothing distinct about the AT that tells you if you're on it or not.
Problem we had when we got to the top of Madison was the sign had blown off, so there was no sign marking where the AT was. And we had asked again a local, and they said, yep, that's the trail you go down for the AT, which was not true. So yeah, you just have to pay attention as you're going through there. Thankfully we have far out on our phones, and that's what helped us get us on the right track finally.
And had it been a nice day, we would have, where the sign was off, I mean, there was just a post there with nails in it. You could see there was signs there at one time, but had it been a nice day, we would have got our phones out and looked. It was so miserable. We came up and just pushed on over and seen the rock cairns and assumed that was right, but we got down there quite a ways, pulled our phones out, and yeah, it wasn't right. So, I mean, you can navigate it. You just got to pay attention. It's just different than being out here in the rural part of the AT, where it's pretty much the only trail you're on. So.
Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, good night.